Good day everyone. We are Group 5 and our topic is handling multicultural peers diversity. So here are our objectives. First, to know more about everyone's differences and learn how to handle them. Second, to encourage everyone to strengthen their understanding for the people they interact with every day. And last, give everyone the idea that someone's differences are not hindrance to be disrespected.
Be yourself. The key to a teamwork in the workplace and among peers, the first rule is to be yourself. If there is one behavior peers detest the most, it is when someone in their team is trying their best to be someone else instead of just being themselves. This behavior in colloquial lingo is referred to as people who are plastic when someone is generally considered a plastic person. That means they are hiding the truth beneath their persona. In this case, they will be a big failure in the aspect of being able to successfully deal with their peer diversity because they themselves are having an issue in dealing with their own. Excuse me. Imagine a team where everyone is trying to be someone they're not. It would feel uncomfortable, right? Because authenticity creates a safe space where people feel comfortable being themselves. This openness allows for genuine connection and understanding, which is essential for navigating different perspectives and working effectively together. So, when you're comfortable being yourself, then you'll be enabled to appreciate and respect the unique qualities of your colleagues. um, for example, let's say you're passionate about photography. Instead of pretending to be a sport fan to fit in, you share your photos during a break. This simple act can spark a conversation, revealing the common interest or leading the new friendship. It also shows your peers that you're confident and comfortable in your own, making it easier for them to connect with you on a deeper level. This creates a more welcoming and inclusive team environment. Second is be a team player. Be a team player. Successful teams equal successful companies. You are one among many teams member of diverse personality. The general idea in team building is that there can be unity even in diverse settings. The challenge with teams is that sometimes one team member can pull down the entire team by behaving against the standard norms of team behavior. Becoming a team player is simple means you must know how to deal with all kinds of team issues, including diversity issues. A team player is someone who actively contributes to their group in order to complete tasks, meet goals, or manage projects. Team player actively listen to their coworkers, respect ideas, and improve the product or process at hand. If all members of a team are team player, it will result for a successful company. As long as each member are working professionally and have unity even in diverse settings. However, if one team member of a team doesn't act professionally and deal with the issue personally, it will put the whole team at risk. That's why being a team player is very important. And there is a five characteristic of a good team player. First one is he or she embraces collaboration, means willingly working together to achieve shared goals. Example, everyone will share their ideas and expertise, brainstorming solution together and supporting each other throughout the process. Um, he or she holds himself or herself accountable, which is you can take the responsibility for something regardless of the outcome. Third is he or she is committed to the team. It's because committed to a common goal is one of the cornerstone of teamwork. For example, even though you had a Lot of work, you still volunteer to help your struggling teammate to finish their part of their project so the team could meets its deadline. The fourth one is he or she is flexible. This one is you can adapt in changing like adapting to changing circumstances. For example, the project requirements change unexpectedly. So you will quickly adjust the work plan, learn the new skills needed, and have the team adapt to the new direction. And the last one is he or she is positive and supportive, actively listening. A good leader doesn't just give orders, they listen to and consider the input of their team. Make sure to include your team member in conversation, listen to their ideas, and celebrate or appreciate their contribution so making them feel welcome and valued. Next is become an inspiration to others. Become an inspiration to others by behaving in a manner that will send signals to others that you are highly mature and caring person. Your peers will look up to you and aspire to be like you. The more member in your team start inspiring one another, the more the team will be cohesive and ready for any challenges ahead, including the sensitive handling of issues surrounding cross-cultural diversity. Um, like for example, a new student from another country joins our class. They might speak a different language or have different custom. Instead of ignoring them, we could be welcoming, showing kindness, and trying to understand their background. Soon, other classmates will see you as an example and start doing the same. Creating more inclusive classroom where everyone feels respected and remember, the vision of City College is Center of Inclusive Education and Building Discerning and Good Character for God and Humanity. This is what it means to be an inspiration to others. When you act with maturity and care, your peers will look up to you and follow your example. If more students start showing kindness and respect to classmates from different culture, the whole class will become more united and work better together. Learning to embrace diversity in school will also help you in the future, in the workplace, and in life, where you will meet people from different backgrounds by leading with respect and understanding.
Engage your peers in cultural diversity discussion. So, cultural diversity discussions help us understand and respect people from different backgrounds, beliefs, and traditions. When we take part in these discussions, we can look past stereotypes and see the value in different ways of life. Learning about different countries, languages, religions, and customs make us more open-minded and accepting of others. So, for example, in school with students from different backgrounds. So, a Filipino Catholic student might think a Muslim classmate from Sulu is very different from them. But after talking openly, the Filipino students learn about the Muslim student Tausug traditions, which include values like respect for elders, hospitality, and a strong sense of community. Things are actually very similar to what the Filipino student values. So, by having these conversations, students see the difference don't have to separate people. Instead, they help us learn from each other and become more united. So, respecting each other's backgrounds help build strong relationships and more inclusive society. So next is become a walking encyclopedia. Being a walking encyclopedia in a multicultural place like here in Mindoro means knowing and understanding the different cultures of people you work with. It's not just about learning facts, but it's also about respecting their traditions, beliefs, and ways of communicating. Here in Mindoro, there are different groups of people, including the Mangyas and other settlers, each with their own unique custom. So for example, if you have Mangyan workmates, you should know that they respect nature, have their own languages, and follow their own traditions. They may not talk too much in meeting because their cultures values listening more than speaking. Instead of thinking they are not interested, you can find ways to make them feel comfortable to share their thoughts. It also helps to understand local customs like the strong family ties and group activities that are important to the Mangyan community. If you invited your Mangyan workmates to a meeting or event, they might feel more comfortable if their family or community is also welcome. So by learning and respecting these cultural differences, you can help create a workplace where everyone feels valued and included. So next is find time for your peers. Finding time for your peers outside of work help build strong relationships and create a more positive work environment. Spending time together in relaxed settings, like having dinner or attending small gatherings, allows everyone to bond and get to know each other on a personal level. When people are in happy and comfortable mood, they tend to share more about themselves, which helps in understanding each other better. So for example, at your work, you and your workmates can plan a simple beach outing in Puerto Galera or have a casual dinner at local restaurant. So during this time, you can talk about things beyond work, your interests, families, or hobbies. This strengthens trust and teamwork, making it easier to collaborate when you're back in the workplace.
So, workplace activities featuring each diversity. Workplace diversity goes beyond hiring people from different backgrounds. It's about making sure everyone feels valued, respected, and included. A diverse team brings unique perspective and skills, encouraging innovation and teamwork. However, to truly benefit from diversity, companies must actively promote inclusivity through workplace activities that foster cultural appreciation and mutual understanding. So, a great way to embrace diversity in the workplace is through cultural appreciation events, where employees can learn about different traditions in a respectful and an engaging way. So, for example, companies can host international food festivals or recognize important cultural holidays to make employees feel valued. Next is team building activities such as problem solving challenges and collaborative projects. It also helps break down social barriers and encourage employees from diverse backgrounds to work together. Additionally, open discussions and inclusivity training like panel talks and workshops on unconscious bias promote understanding and respect. By incorporating these efforts, organization can create a workplace where everyone feels included, valued, and empowered. Embracing diversity is really important. It's just as crucial to approach sensitive topics with respect and discretion. Employees come from different backgrounds and not everyone may feel comfortable sharing personal details. So respecting personal boundaries means avoiding intrusive questions about a colleague's beliefs, family, or private life. Professionalism in workplace conversation is also very important. Employees should be mindful of language and avoid jokes or comments that could be offensive. Additionally, maintaining confidentiality is also essential. Personal information shared by a colleague should be kept private and handled with care. By practicing discretion, employees help create a respectful and inclusive work environment where everyone feels valued and comfortable. Next is be discreet and sensitive. In creating a diverse and inclusive workplace, it requires discretion and sensitivity to ensure all employees feel respected and comfortable. Topics such as religion, gender identity, sexual orientation, and personal beliefs can be deeply personal and not everyone may feel comfortable discussing them. While diversity promotes understanding, it is equally important to respect personal boundaries and approach these subjects with care. Respecting personal privacy is key to maintaining a professional and inclusive environment. Some employees may choose to keep aspects of their personal lives private, and it is important to honor that choice. Asking intrusive questions about someone's beliefs, identity, or background can make them feel uncomfortable or pressured. Instead, allow them to share personal information on their own terms, and if they feel comfortable doing so. Maintaining professionalism in conversation is another essential part of workplace discretion. Even casual jokes or comments about sensitive topics can be offensive or hurtful. Avoid making assumptions about their beliefs or lifestyle, and instead focus on inclusive and respectful discussion that make everyone feel valued. Additionally, handling sensitive information with care and confidentiality helps build trust in the workplace. If a colleague confides in you about a personal matter, respect their privacy and do not share their information without consent. Organizations should also implement policies to protect employees' personal details and reinforce a culture of confidentiality. And when personal topics arise, responding with empathy and respect is crucial. So listen without judgment and offer support while maintaining professional boundaries. Encourage constructive, inclusive discussion without pressuring anyone to disclose personal details. Being discreet and sensitive fosters a respectful and supportive workplace. By respecting boundaries, maintaining professionalism, and safeguarding privacy, employees contribute to a culture of trust, inclusivity, and understanding, ensuring that diversity is not only celebrated but also protected. Lastly, celebrating each other's diversity. Celebrating diversity goes beyond acknowledging differences. It means embracing and appreciating them with sincerity and respect. True inclusion happens when we actively seek to understand and value these differences without judgment or prejudice, recognizing that everyone has something unique to contribute. One way to celebrate diversity is by being open to experiencing and participating in the traditions of others, attending a cultural or religious event when invited, such as a prayer service of an LGBTQ+ gathering, showing respect and support without requiring you to change your own beliefs. Simple gestures like recognizing cultural holidays or standing for a friend's national anthem can also make them feel you value their culture and beliefs. Creating a space where individuals feel safe to express their identities without fear of discrimination is another key aspect of celebrating diversity. Encouraging open discussion, appreciating different perspectives, and ensuring that all voices are heard fosters an understanding and inclusivity. When people feel accepted, they are more engaged, creative, and willing to contribute. In the end, diversity should be seen as a strength, not a division. By embracing our differences, we build bridges of understanding, strengthen relationships, and create a more inclusive and harmonious world.